Let's just be honest here for a second, if you don't mind, because in my opinion, most real estate investors and realtors are not building a business. They're building a job that they have overhead for without a consistent paycheck. Because you got into this business for one thing only, which is I'm sure it's freedom of your time and money. And now you are managing VAs, you are fighting with bad data sources, you're dealing with bad buyers and sellers, babysitting callers, chasing follow-ups on your own, hoping for the phone to ring every single freaking day. And at the end of the day, you are busy. But we all know that busy does not mean money coming in the bank. Guys, my name is Anton Zhirelyev. I'm an investor, an operator, and founder of REI Lead Pros. And what we do is very simple. We build you a predictable outbound acquisition system for serious realtors and investors. Period. Full stop. We do not send you random leads. We do not sell you hope marketing. We have a predictable engine with a deal flow in place for your business. Let's talk about the real bottleneck in your business, if you don't mind, for just a second, because most investors, in my opinion, think that they have a what I call marketing problem. At the end of the day, they don't. What they have is a conversation problem. They're not talking to enough motivated sellers every single day. You do not need more lists. You do not need another shiny CRM that you have to integrate into your company. You do not need to test 14 new ad creatives this week to hopefully get a freaking lead. You need a consistent, qualified conversation with a motivated seller. That is it. And here is where most people, in my opinion, fail the most. They either spend thousands of freaking dollars on PPC, Facebook, and YouTube and pray to get a lead, or they hire a cheap VA service and pray it works out. Guys, you get what you paid for. And when it doesn't work out, you blame the provider, you blame Facebook, you blame the market, but the market is not your problem. Your outbound infrastructure is. You are underpaying for it for using cheap services. If you are, what REI Lead Pros actually does is this. We do not sell data. We do not sell you a dialer. We do not even sell you a list, which is, by the way, your property once you start working with us. What we do is we build a manageable outbound acquisition engine for your business, end to end. So you can go ahead and focus on what you do best, which is closing. Talking about with buyers and getting through dispositions, raising capital for your next deal, scaling your business. You're not managing the freaking crisis of having a team like cold callers on your place. Pillar number one of what we do is we get targeted high intent data. Very much important because a machine is only as good as the fuel that you put into it. Guys, most investors are either calling outdated old lists, saturated freaking data, or recycled records that every single investor out there has already hit. And you're hoping and praying you're going to get a lead. Guys, we focus on high intent distressed triggers before we even pull a list. There are over 23 different types of motivations that my data team, which is all part of the package, uses to pull you a motivated seller's list so that from day one, we can go ahead and talk with homeowners that are in need of your services. Then we run them through an advanced skip tracing provider to increase the contact rates. By the way, we invested in that skip tracing provider because we do not just get a number, we get the right number, the cell phone number of the person that you are looking to call. And better data equals better conversations and more contracts. Pillar number 2 of REI Lead Pros, that is trained callers and acquisition managers. This is key, guys, because anybody can go out there and hire a cold caller for say. And this is where we are different because we're not selling cold callers. We do not just throw overseas VAs into a dialer and hope that they perform. Guys, we build a trained acquisition model where all of our callers go through a week-long training before they're put on the dialer to look for pattern interruption, to look for pain discovery, guys, objection handling, follow-up discipline if you're going to be working with our acquisition managers, and looking for motivation qualifications from the get-go. Guys, our callers are not there to get you a lead. Please listen to this because they are there to identify motivation. Because in my opinion, a lead means nothing in this industry. Motivation of that lead is what actually converts, and that's what we look for. They handle rejection. They filter out the freaking tire kickers so you don't have to talk to them, and they dig for the real why of why they want to sell. By the time that you get on the call, you're not just cold calling them. This is a warm call. Hey, you spoke to my partner Anton about your property. You're walking into a qualified opportunity because you have all the notes and the call recording with you to help you out when you're making that follow-up. Pillar number 3, qualification and CRM integration, guys. Because we do not just send you a name and say, here you go, address, name, he wants to sell, good luck. No. When we pass you a lead, it goes through multiple sources and includes the following. It has the property information and condition, the timeline, which is one of the 4 pillars, the motivation, the price that they want to walk away with. Those are the 4 pillars of the conversation, and all the notes of the conversation, along with the call recordings that you can go ahead and use when you're making your follow-up. And then we push it directly into your CRM if you already have a CRM in place. And if you don't, we'll set it up for you in-house. And you step in when the conversation is warm, not when it's just a freaking random call. That is the difference between being a hustler and being an actual operator of your business. So why do investors and realtors partner with us? And I think the biggest question that I get is, why not just build this in-house, hire our own cold callers and, do this on our own? And the answer is, honestly, you can. And be my guest if that's what you want to do. But here is the math. Because to build this internally, you're going to have to get data sourcing, which you can probably figure out, skip tracing, which you can probably figure out, a dialer, scripts, training, quality assurance, which we have through AI, performance management, make sure that they perform every single freaking day. And then you want to make sure that they are doing their job. And if they're not, replacing them when they're not performing. If that's what you want to do, be my guest. Because you're going to have to manage this weekly. And that's not passive. This is a second business line already on the freaking table. Your job as a CEO is to leverage all the systems and processes out there that somebody else has already built and plug them into your business. If you spend 15 to 20 hours a week managing your freaking cold callers, that's 15 to 20 hours a week that you're not closing deals, you're not walking properties with your buyers and sellers, you're not raising capital, you're not building buyer relationships, and you're not scaling your system. You're just creating a headache for yourself. And guys, I said this before, opportunity cost kills more growth than any bad marketing. Your inaction costing you a lot of money. Because when you partner with REI Lead Pros, you're not just buying leads. I want you to understand that. You're not buying hours. You're buying an infrastructure that has been built. You're buying consistency of your lead flow every single day. And what my mentor loves to say, Dan Martell, you're buying back your time. So who are we built for? Because I'll be honest with you guys, I do not want to work, and we do not work with everyone. Here's who we work with. We work with serious investors and realtors who can actually close the deal. We work with serious investors and realtors who understand that follow-up is key in this business, and investors who want volume and who really want to scale their business and not just do what happened in 2025 and not grow. If you don't have a closing process in place, we'll help you with that as well. Our acquisition managers can actually step in and help you out with that. But if you're expecting magic without systems on your side, this isn't for you. If you're trying to do this for 30 days and expect magic, this is not for you, because we are built for serious operators. And here's a real outcome. Our clients do not just get leads. Guys, our clients get a predictable outbound volume of leads coming in every single day. Structured follow-up process if you're working with our acquisition manager. Consistent conversations every single day. And the clarity of their pipeline, their deal flow that they can actually see on their CRMs every single day. Guys, we have helped hundreds of investors generate millions in assignment fees and commission checks because we treat our acquisition, our follow-up channel like a machine. We're not just a guessing game here. We're not a hoping game here. So here is the bottom line, in my opinion. You can either go ahead and hustle your way up for leads and not do anything, or you can go ahead and engineer your business and the deal flow from day one. You can go ahead and manage VAs on your own, or you can go ahead and partner with a team that has already built a system. Now, you did not start this business to become a call center operator. And I promise you, you do not want to be that. You started this business to build wealth and freedom with your family. Now, if you're ready to stop chasing and start building your infrastructure, please do me a favor. Go to reileadpros.com submit your information, book a strategy call, guys. This is not just a sales call, it's a strategy call, because we're going to look at your market. We're going to look at your buy box. We're going to look at your current volume of deals that you're making. We're going to look at your closing process. We're going to look at your goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year to see if we can help in the first place. And we'll show you exactly how this outbound engine plugs into your business from day one. No fluff, no hype, just systems. Guys, my name is Anton Zhurelyev. I'm the founder of REI Pros. I'm looking forward to working with you and helping you out on your journey. Please, let's stop hoping for deals to come in and let's start building the systems to close more deals. I'll see you in the next one.